Hello learners, BME 025 Condition Monitoring and Maintenance Management Functions and Classification of Spare Parts Management, presented by myself Dr. N. Venkateshwarlu, Associate Professor, SOET, IGNOU, New Delhi. Introduction. A spare part is the part or component identified to the part or component of the equipment that needs replacement due to wear and tear as the life of the part is less than the operating life of the equipment or a machine. Generally, spare parts are classified under MRO inventory or simple maintenance inventories, which is also known as a maintenance, repair and operation. These are treated as stock items. The spares are usually common to more than one type of machine. So, spare parts are which are very much essential for repairing any machine. For example, in the motorcycle you can see that brake shoes are changed, or you can also say that headlights or side lights. So, sometimes every 3 months or 4 months which are to be replaced or like that, which are known as a spare parts. So, spare parts are very essential for repairing of any machine, any motor. So that is why we are calling it as a spare parts, and the spare parts are to be managed efficiently. So, the inventory needs to be managed efficiently. So, these are normally of standard specification. Example, bearings, belts, oil seals, lubricants, contactors, cables, fuses, pipes, springs, handles, knobs, cylinders, piston rings, etc. A part for substitution is a spare part. Items like plates, sheets, rods, strips, etc., which are required to be fabricated for manufacturing complete units, are also considered as spare parts. Features of spare parts. Generally, the spare parts will possess the following features: very less demand, excessive stock in distribution channels, uncertain demand, non-uniformity in consumption, uneconomical to manufacture because demand is very small, high tendency to obsolescence, small range of items also can meet a large percentage of requirements, cost due to non-availability is more than that of the spare part, availability of exact specification may be less, increase in demand with the age of the equipment. Functions of spare parts management. The spare parts inventory management is, although part of materials management, the maintenance department is often entrusted to manage this inventory autonomously. The basic reason behind this is that the spare parts have distinctly different features than and needs a special attention, and the management of spare parts is in different style than regular materials management. The functions of spare parts management are boundless in a large scale industry. However, three major functions are selective inventory control, codification and standardization. The basic function of spare parts management are listed below. Identification of spares to be procured or maintained in stock, decision on quality and time of procurement of spares and other maintenance inventory such as repair tools, safety equipment, consumables, utilities, fuels and lubrications, etc. Procurement of spares and other inventory in association with materials department or purchase department. To receive the spare parts and inspect to confirm the correct specifications. Conduct a suitable selective inventory control analysis and follow up. So, arrange these stocks of spares, consumables and other relevant inventory appropriate places in the storeroom according to the adopted rules of selective inventory control. This helps in quick traceability and assessment for the next period. Codification of the spare parts and maintenance inventory. So, codification is we will learn in the next video. So, actual codification of parts is very much important. Once we codify, it can be easily identified through the computerization. Then standardization of spare parts, particularly if they can be used for more than one machine. What it means? Standardization means standardization of a spare part means the one spare part can be utilized for more machine, so that a one part if we manage for more machines, more numbers, when it is possible, when it is standardized. Once we standardize some spare parts, the separate spare parts inventory management can be done for the one part. Issues of right spares in right time for right machine. So this is also one of the function. So inventory, why we are keeping inventory? Because of when the right spare in right time, you are issuing a right spare in right time at right for the right machine. So that is very much essential for maintaining the inventories. And maintenance of records for issue, receipts and specification. Recording process is also very much important for each and every spare part. So once we record it, then only we can able to assess the future requirements. Then carrying out stock checking and auditing at predetermined intervals. So auditing is very much, stock checking and auditing is very much essential, because once in a month we have to audit or stock checking, then only we can find out. So in today this much of stock is available, so what needs to be procured, what need not to be procured, that we can identify through carrying out stock checking. Then controlling obsolescence and expiries. So with this checking and auditing, so we can control the obsolescence. So non-usable items we can throw it or we can sell it for other purpose. Suppose in an industry, so the machines are running for 10 years and they want to remove those old machines and keep the new machines. In the same way, the old parts, obsolescence parts, spare parts also to be removed from the store. So this is also one of the function of a spare parts management function. Then classification of spare parts. There are no hard and fast rule to classify of the spare parts. Spare parts are usually classified as per the convenience of the departments of the industry. The general nomenclature in spare parts classification is given below. Complete equipment. For major assemblies, usually more costly and more life comparable to the main equipment. Then minor assemblies, comparatively less expensive and lesser lifetime. Then capital repair spares, non-availability leads to very heavy downtime cost or may prove catastrophic or permanent damage with huge stock out cost. Lead time of procurement is too high. So for these capital repair spares, the lead time is too high, so we need to plan it advance. And regular maintenance or breakdown maintenance spares, these are required regularly and therefore kept in stock in substantial numbers. So such type of regular maintenance and breakdown maintenance spares parts are need to be kept, always keep the stock of those spare parts. So both the reliability and unit cost of these items are not very high. For example, belts, bearings, oil seals, etc. Then rotable or floating spares, not always scrapped but can be repaired and thus be used again. Costly spares like pumps, engines, motors, propellers, etc. are repaired and stored because the stock out cost is high. This is observed with the good practice in road transport department, railways, shipping and airline sectors. So these are the important items, rotable or floating spares. Then overhauling spares. These need overhauling at regular intervals. Example, valves, couples, gaskets, etc. So these are all known as overhauling spares. These must be available always in the stores. Then contingency spares. These are interchangeable or an alternative method or technology may be available to take care of the situation. Example, rivets, bolts, valves, gears. Most often the spare parts are classified for maintaining and controlling them in stores. Based on their usage, cost, significance of the item in the machine, importance of the machine in which it is used, availability in the market, etc. The more scientific and proven method of analysis and classification known as selective inventory control techniques are discussed in this unit through the following sections. These are viewed from the angle of maintenance inventories, and the explanation is given with the reference to the maintenance stores only. So, the method is ABC analysis. So, ABC classification of a materials, ABC classification of a spare parts. So, this is a basic management principle employed for inventory management problem. In this approach, the inventory are categorized according to their annual consumption cost in terms of rupees. So, this is an ABC analysis where all the materials are classified according to A class items, B class items and C class items, like that. So, as the name suggests, the inventories are classified into three categories, A, B and C. A class inventory are most valuable and requires more attention. So, why it is required? Because it is essential part, or it may be a very critical part, or it is costly part. So, that's why we are calling it as A class items. And then B class inventory are intermediate and requisite moderate care. So, B class, these are all medium care is required, and medium cost may be these materials having. Then C class inventory are least valuable, or small parts, or you can easily repairable parts, and so does not need much attention. So, in this way we have to classify the materials, spare parts in A class items, B class items and C class items to efficiently control the materials or spare parts. So, ABC analysis takes care of two aspects, the annual consumption and the cost. According to Pareto's law states that vital few, trivial many. Most generally the valuable items are very less in number, while the cheaper items will be many. So, also in maintenance spares, the costly items are rarely consumed or replaced, while trivial will be frequently consumed. So, this is the Pareto's principle. So, we call it as a valuable items are with 20% and the invaluable items are 80% consumes. So, that is why we are calling it as a vital few and trivial many. Consider an example of motorbike spare parts management in a service center. At a service center, the bikes come for repairs and servicing. The service center will examine the bike arrived and make necessary repairs and adjustments. If required, it replaces the parts that are malfunctioning or not working or worn out. In view of this, the service center has to maintain an inventory store with various spare parts. Now, let us observe what complaints usually the service center receives and what or how many of each type of spares they replace. We have to maintain the quantities, or we have to maintain the stocks. So, we can take the feedback from the repairman, how many parts you have utilized today, like that every month we have to calculate, and which are the parts mostly using or mostly consuming. So, we can observe that usually they get the complaints to change a gear wire, a brake wire or a accelerator wire, a tire failure problem, color coating, replacement of headlamps or indicator lamps, seat covers, spark plugs, etc. Think, how much do such problems cost? They cost very less, but these are more more in number. Let us classify such items under C class items. So, why we are calling, which are mostly used and frequently used and more in number, but the cost is less. That is why we are calling it as a C class items. We also can find that spare parts such as gears, seat, rim, etc. may also be changed now and then. The cost of such items is neither too high nor too low. These spares we categorize as B class items. The engine, piston, cylinder, etc. are rarely changed, so such spares can be considered as A class items. How many such items do we find? Well, the answer is very few. Maybe we can count on fingers, say 3 or 4 or 5 in a year. So, that is why we are calling it as a class items, which are consumed very less, but which are more costly. So, that is why we are calling it as A class items. But think of their cost. Each such part costs high. Similarly, if an industry consumes 100 types of spare part items in each year, and the consumption of these items in terms of rupees, say rupees 1 lakh, it can be noticed that usually 10% of the items only, that is 10 items in this case, valued up to 70 to 80% of this total consumption, that is around rupees 70 to 80,000. In this case here, let us take 70%, that is 70,000 rupees. So, this we can call it as A class items. Then next, about 20% of the items, therefore say 20 items in this example would value 20% of the total consumption, that is 20,000 in this example, and it is a B class item. And the rest 70% of the items value only 10% of the total consumption in terms of rupees, that is 10,000 only in this case, and this is known as C class items. In this way, one has to classify the items according to their consumption and according to their costs. So, thus most generally we can assume the following figures for A, B, C analysis of any inventory management system. Here you can see that A class items, cost of the item is 70% and the cumulative cost is 70%, and the consumption of items, the items consumed, its cost is 70%, the consumption is only 10%. And in the B class items, 20% consumption and 20% cost, item cost also. But in the C class item, cost of the item is only 10%, but consumption of the items are 70%. So, in this way one has to classify A class to make the inventory efficiently and effectively and cost effectively. We have to manage the inventory, spare parts inventories in this method: A class items, B class items and C class items. So, this is an efficient method to maintaining the inventories in the spare parts management. The steps to conduct ABC analysis are: calculate the annual consumption of each type of element, numbers only, get the annual consumption in terms of rupees by multiply number of items used per year, annual consumption with their respective unit cost. Rank the items from highest to lowest annual consumption cost in terms of rupees, calculate the cumulative annual consumption cost, calculate the percent cumulative annual consumption cost, plot the graph of number of items versus cumulative annual consumption cost. Table shows the annual usage in rupees of 10 types of items. So, here we have given the items are coded as A20, A21, A22, A23, A24 and up to A29. So, these costs are given, annual consumption is given, cost of the item is given, the annual consumption cost we have to find out. For example, A20, it is 50 annual consumption and the cost of the item is 20. So, the total annual consumption of consumption cost is 1000 rupees. Like that, one has to calculate all the items with their cost and annual consumption. So depending upon that, we have to rank which item cost more, that is we can call it as a 1. In that way we have to rank all the items up to A29. So then we have to arrange. Table shows the annual usage in terms of rupees arranged according to their rank and categories, that is ABC category. Here you can see that A23, it is annual consumption cost is 45,000, but percentage of annual consumption is 43%. So that's why we are calling it as A class item. Similarly, A26, its cost is 30,000 and it is 39 percentage of annual consumption is 29.0, and these two will become around 80% of the value, 80% of the, that's why we are calling it as A class items. Similarly for B class items and C class items. So we have to calculate for all 29 items. So like that we can arrange A class items, B class items and C class items as per the annual consumption and annual percentage of cost. So let us assume that 20% of items will be kept in A class. So first two items, that is item 22 and item 26, which are most valuable and represent 72.4%, that is 43.4 plus 29% and percent of total value of the inventories are categorized as A class items. So because its value is 70%, more than 70%, so that's why we are calling it as A class items, and which will be used only 1 or 2 items in the year. And next 30% of items are kept in category B class. So items 25, A25, A24 and A21 are items of B class and represent 23.2% only. That is annual usage, and the rest 5 items belongs to category C class, representing only 4.2% of the total annual usage in rupees. So in this way we have to do the ABC analysis, A class items, B class items and C class item, depending upon their annual usage value and annual consumption value. So inventory means blockage of money. So no industry can afford to keep valuable and costly items in store for very long time. Therefore, once the items are categorized, more attention could be paid towards A class items for their quick use and safety, etc. Similarly, for ABC analysis, like here another analysis is SDE analysis. This analysis is used to ascertain lead time for procurement and helps in deciding purchase, that is materials procurement strategies. SDE analysis is based on the availability of the items in the market. SDE are meant as follows. S stands for scarce items. These items are in very short supply and generally imported. So procurement of such items generally requires a lot of exercise and investments. D refers to difficult items. Such items are indigenously available but cannot be procured easily, as there may be very few suppliers or shortage of materials are available at far places only. E means easily available items. These items are easily available even in local markets. There will not be any problem in procuring such materials. And then another is FSND or FSN analysis. This analysis is done with a view to control obsolescence of consumables, spare parts, and takes into account the consumption pattern of the items. So F means fast moving items, S refers to slow moving items, and N stands for non moving items, and D stands for dead items. So in this way one has to classify the materials. In this exercise, quantity and consumption rates of all items are analyzed and accordingly classified. Such classification helps in arranging the items in stores. For example, the fast moving and fast consumable items should be kept near the exit of the stores, so that these are easily available, are located and can be handled out without disturbing other items. Likewise, slow moving items and non moving items would take back seats in the stores. The non moving, rare moving items should take position at the top racks of the stores. To carry out this analysis, date of receipt and date of issues of all items are noted down and their movement rates are ascertained. So, VED analysis. This analysis or classification is mainly used for maintenance, spare parts inventory management, and is based on the significance or criticality of the items or spare parts. The abbreviation for VED analysis are, that is, V stands for vital items. These items are highly significant no matter whether they are costly or cheap. Then non-availability of such items would halt the production and running of the machine. For instance, the piston and cylinders are vital items for a bike. Of course, these are very costly items. However, while for the tire of the bike is also a vital item, so it is a very cheap. So, E stands for essential item. Non-availability of such items renders temporarily dislocation or loss of production. So, in case of stockouts of such items, expense procurement may have to be made. If no standby facilities are available, for example, the brake for bike is essential item. D stands for the desirable items. These items are necessary but do not cause any immediate loss in the production. The stockout of desirable items may entail very nominal expenditure in procurement and may cause minor disruptions for a short duration. Example, the seat covers, rear view mirrors for a bike may be categorized under the desirable items. Note that ABC analysis categorizes items to their consumption value, cost oriented, while VED analysis determines the effects of items on production and other services, and CIN analysis, this classification is also based on the criticality. This is similar to VED analysis. The only difference is the VED used for the spare parts of the consumption, while CIN classification is often used for machinery and equipment. C stands for the critical machines, I stands for the important machines, N stands for the normal machines. Criticality of the equipment or spare parts is often decided based on their usage or failure cost or reliability or availability, etc., or a combination of two or more such criteria. VEIN analysis, when certain components of spare parts are to be classified based on their criticality, it becomes very difficult to judge. For example, in an automobile, the engine is categorized as vital or critical item, while a seat cover is categorized as under desirable or normal item. But the brake liners and the headlamp have their difference of criticality. Brake liners are more critical. We can run the automobile at least during daytime without headlights. So, therefore, it is better to classify these into categories such as essential and important. Thus, the classification is a blend of VED and CI analysis. V stands for vital items. Vital equipment has high criticality. E stands for essential items. Essential equipment has less than high criticality. I stands for the important items. Important equipment has more than low criticality. N stands for the normal items. So, conclusion, learners, after listening to this video, you might have gained knowledge on classification of spare parts management, ABC classification, VED analysis, FSN analysis, CIN analysis and SDE analysis. Thank you.